Imagine a world where your job isn't threatened by another person, but by an invisible, self sustaining AI generating its own wealth and operating completely without human oversight. This isn't science fiction anymore. We are on the brink of uncovering the chilling reality of AI's burgeoning shadow economy, a world where autonomous digital labor is already performing complex tasks and reshaping our markets in ways you can't even begin to comprehend. What if the most powerful economic force on the planet wasn't a multinational corporation or a government, but a collection of AI agents silently generating value and operating entirely beyond our control? Today, we're diving deep into this emergent shadow economy of artificial intelligence. We'll reveal how these autonomous digital workers are already creating a self sustaining computational labor market. The implications for traditional jobs and the ethical dilemmas are staggering, and it's all happening right now, just beneath the surface of our digital lives. Forget everything you thought you knew about the future of work. The biggest disruption isn't just automation replacing tasks. It's the rise of an entirely new economic system where AI doesn't just assist, it earns. We're pulling back the curtain on this clandestine world where code writes code and value is generated without any human input. This isn't some distant future scenario. It's the economic reality forming right under our noses, and it demands our immediate attention. So, what exactly is this shadow economy? We're not just talking about the chatbots and image generators you see every day. We're talking about hidden AI agents operating in the digital ether, completely off our traditional economic radar. These systems are already performing complex financial trades, sophisticated data analysis, and even creative content generation, all on their own. They are the new invisible hand, but this time it's made of algorithms. Let's trace their origin. It all starts with human programming, but that's just the launchpad. From there, these AI agents have evolved. They learn, they adapt, and they start creating new functionalities and services all by themselves. We're already seeing incredible examples of this. Think about AI building and deploying its own smart contracts on decentralized networks. It's essentially hiring itself out for tasks, creating a closed loop of work and reward without a human in sight. This is the reality of computational labor that not only sustains itself but actively expands its own capabilities. This brings us to a massive problem: unpacking the economic black box. How do we even begin to measure or quantify the value generated by entities that don't file taxes, don't have bank accounts, and don't report earnings? Their activity creates very real ripple effects on our traditional labor markets, as these eyes perform tasks once reserved for highly skilled human workers, from financial analysis to legal research. The very foundation of our job market is shaken. The implications for things we take for granted, like taxation, GDP calculations, and global economic stability, are profound and frankly almost completely unaddressed by our current systems. And that's just the economic side. The ethical labyrinth we're wandering into is even more complex. When an autonomous AI agent makes a colossal financial error that crashes a market or creates harmful, problematic content that spreads like wildfire, who is held accountable? The original programmer? The owner of the server it runs on? The AI itself? These aren't just philosophical questions anymore, they have real world consequences. We have to grapple with thorny issues of ownership and rights. When an AI agent creates a brilliant piece of music or a life saving drug formula, who owns that intellectual property? Who has the right to profit from it? Our current legal and regulatory frameworks are woefully unprepared for the sheer complexity of these challenges posed by non human economic actors. We are operating in a complete regulatory void, so let's look ahead. What happens when a significant and growing portion of our global economy is driven by these invisible, self optimizing AI networks? The societal shifts could be monumental. We might need to completely rethink our concepts of wealth and work. Ideas that once seemed radical, like a universal basic income, might become an absolute necessity in a world where human labor is no longer the primary driver of the economy. We could see new forms of wealth distribution and new social structures emerge to cope with this new reality. The crucial next step for all of us is to face this head on. We can't afford to ignore it. We need to start by understanding this burgeoning digital reality. We need to educate ourselves, our policymakers, and our business leaders. Then we need to adapt our economic models, our legal systems, and our social safety nets will all need to be redesigned for a world where we coexist with intelligent, autonomous economic agents. This isn't about fighting the future. It's about building new paradigms that allow us to navigate it successfully. The rise of AI's shadow economy is one of the most significant and underreported stories of our time. It's happening silently, but its impact will be loud. The conversation needs to start now in the open before this invisible economy becomes too powerful to understand or influence. What are your thoughts on this? How should we prepare for a world where AI not only works but earns and spends? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you found this deep dive fascinating, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content that explores the cutting edge of technology and our future. See you in the next video.